$1,000, and then a related item is 3B1 is a similar contract with Blackshare in an amount not to exceed $100,000. This is actually for the portion on the airport for work they'd be doing for us as opposed to Air Force Plant 3. This is an item we discussed last month where we had gone through a selection process and Blackshare was a successful consultant. We've negotiated the contract. We just need y'all's approval on those two items now.
Nancy wanted to go back and actually receive the 5-year plan for Riverside and Tulsa.
We acknowledge receipt for initial consideration. These two plans. I'll move for approval of that item.
Is that what we need to do?
Yes.
I'll second that.
All in favor? Aye. Okay, now back to the Blackshare. The 100,000 one, Jeff, that is a not to exceed. I mean, what do you actually expect to be spending?
I hope it's less than 3/4 that, but we just never know. It really kind of depends on what comes up throughout the year. If we have a nice clean year and don't have any kind of incidents, it could be almost nothing. But we know, we always do. There's bound, there's fuel spills, different things that way.
What do we normally spend per year?
In the past years, we've been spending upwards of $250,000.
Really?
But this year, we have got a new staff person on to where we're doing more of the work in-house ourselves. And we did that as a cost-saving measure rather than relying solely on the consultant. We have an individual on board now that does the bulk of the work for us. This is just to supplement what he just doesn't have the hours to do.
So, for example, the Mingo school that got knocked down and had the asbestos in it.
Right.
What would they have done?
We'll have them go in and do the analysis. I mean, and they actually have the testing labs then that will test the material to determine is it or is it not asbestos. That's a perfect example of something we don't have the capability to do. Ongoing monitoring, sampling reports and things we can do, but we need them for some special expertise.
So we do ongoing, whatever we need to do to make sure we comply with FAA and EPA and so on. They do special, this is for special.
Right.
In the Air Force Plant 3-1, at one time I know we were looking at getting a fund, or we had a fund that the tenants in Air Force Plant 3 actually contributed to, so that in a way they're paying for that, right?
Well, there is the Air Force Plant 3 fund, which is used for capital improvements and it's used for environmental remediation to it. But yeah, and there's some revenue going into that, and there's still some money in that account.
And that's why it's separated, because it's paid for with different funds.
Okay, any other questions? Do we have a motion?
1 and 2?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry, B1 and A1.
Right.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Okay.